So for this series, for this first project in this series, I'm going to be working on a music school learning management system. So it's basically just a web application that connects everyone in a music school. So this is the PR document, and main objective for the administrators to manage users, content, music instructors, and then for students to be able to. So I'm going to start by creating a new project in Plasmic, and I'm going to call it LMS. So you see Plasmic as the app starter and the website starter, but I'm going to be using the website starter, even though it's a web app I'm building. But I'm using a website starter because it gives me a bit more flexibility, because the app starter comes with like Plasmic auth, and though you can use the custom auth on the app starter, but I don't want to use it. I prefer to use the website starter. So just load up. So this is what it looks like when you open it the first time. You see the mobile design, the mobile view, and then the desktop view. And I'm going to turn off the design mode, and then the first thing I like to do is to first determine the database I'm going to be working with, and the database I'm going to be working with is Supabase. So I'm going to add Supabase. Page data, make data create. I need to pick an integration. So I've like previously done that. I previously added the integration I need. So you can add integrations inside the manage integrations section, which is what is loading now. Yeah, so this I already have two integrations here. This is for Airtable and this is for Supabase, and I'm going to be working with this. So let me just go back to the integration. If I was to add a new integration now, let me just see what that looks like. Why this is not responding? If I was to add a new integration, I'll select the source and Zapier. Okay, Zapier was newly added. We have Supabase database and storage. I like to use Supabase database storage, and for this project I'm using the Supabase database. This is purely for storage. You can use Airtable or your generic HTTPS. And back to that. So I had a bit of difficulty while connecting Supabase, which was with the connection string. So I sort of had to use a connection string that would work for this purpose. So there's this thing about connection strings. Let me see if I can open up Supabase so I can talk a bit more about it. Yeah, so I have my Supabase open now, and this is the connection string where you connect your Supabase with your Plasmic, with the app you are building, Plasmic. And then you see that this direct connection string gave me a lot of issues when I was using it, and that's because it's not IPv4 compatible. So I had to use this session puller, the connection string here instead, and this works. So yeah, like the note that was added here, only recommended as an alternative when connecting, like if you need to connect with IPv4 and the direct connection string isn't working, then you make use of this one, and this worked fine for me. Now back to Plasmic. So that's the process of connecting your Supabase, and I've connected my Supabase already. I just need to pick that integration here whenever I'm going to use it, and it's going to work. So I'll come back to this. Now the next thing I want to set up is the styling. So Plasmic lets you set up default styling like you for any other kind of project. And I like to set up my components, default styling first, default styling, and my color, so you can just style preset. So this is the default styling where you can select from your style preset or your style tokens. And so I'm going to start with that first. My style token, and now the color, a primary color. So the primary color, what's the color code again? And it's a blue color. Shade of something around the shade. I'm going to give it a name. Call it primary color 500. So like that. I'm also going to add my secondary color, my font family. Let me add the font family. So I think this list is from Google Fonts. I select what's the name of that? So that will be the heading. And you can just specify other styling as you want. So style preset for consistent styling. This is if you now want to like further specify. I'm still trying to figure out the difference between default style theme and style preset, but I know I would see it as I keep it in Plasmic. So you just set up the styling as it is in the design file, and that is done for setting up styling Plasmic. And this is because what I'm building is a very simple web app, not something too complicated. So the styling and all the other things that come in are not going to be too much. Now the next thing I want to do is to connect this to my code, or make it possible for me to use this inside VS Code, inside an ID. VS Code. So I want to be able to modify the code inside VS Code of this new application I'm about to build. So there are two things this one. There are two things that you really need for that to happen: this code and then the publish here. So when you click on code, you see the various options that Plasmic allows you to connect with. You can make your app work as a React app inside code, or you can make it work as Next.js or Gatsby or a mix of pure JavaScript. But I would always prefer to use my application as a Next app, to use my Plasmic app as a Next app, because it's just built for working with Next.js. That's what I noticed. I don't think it's stated somewhere, but I can't even remember where I saw it. But I prefer to use it as a Next.js app. It just works so smooth as a Next.js app. And to integrate it, there are some steps that are listed here. I'm just going to do that. So I don't originally have this project on my computer at all. I'm just going to get it on my computer, get it on GitHub too. So it's almost like in the process of trying to access the code, you have to be able to get it on GitHub first. And then when you get it on GitHub, you are able to pull it to your computer and make it available locally. So let's get to that. So click on publish. Click on publish, then I haven't published this project before. Yeah, it's a new project. So I'm going to push to GitHub, connect my GitHub. Yeah, that will take a while, so let that load. Yeah, so it's connected to GitHub now, and is it connected? No, it's not connected. It's not connected. Let me try again. Oh yeah, it's connected now, and what I have to do is put in a name. So I'm going to call it LMU. No, yeah, I'm going to call it LMU web app. Is it going to be a private repo or not? No, I'm not going to make it private. I want to use the Next.js framework. I'm not interested in any other one because, like I said, it just works better with Next.js. TypeScript too works really well with TypeScript because it's going to help prevent some kind of unexpected errors. So I prefer to use TypeScript, and then the loader recommended. So I just save the repository information, and it's going to take a while. Then it gets created on GitHub. So I think that has been done already. Okay, I'm going to publish, so it's created on GitHub. Yeah, so now it's fully uploaded to GitHub, so I can access it from VS Code. I just have to pull it now. Yeah, so it shows up already on my repositories. This is it. I'm going to expand it and then copy the GitHub link so that I can clone it. Do that. So I have my terminal open now. Let me clone this. Clone my project. So that's it done. And then I'm going to open it in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, so my project is open in Visual Studio Code now, and I have to change a few more things inside Plasmic Studio to make this run on localhost. Let me open my terminal here. So it's like this is still loading. So I need to do a few things inside Plasmic Studio to make this work on localhost. I'm going to choose to configure the custom app host for this project. I'm going to update this to localhost because this is the port that Next.js apps work on when you run them locally. So sorry, no. Okay, I think there's a mistake with this. Oh yeah, it's not complete. Plasmic host. So now this project is going to reload, and I have to ensure that it's running locally so that I can load it on Plasmic Studio locally too. First I need to npm install might take a while. Next, I would npm run dev to start my project locally. So now localhost is up and running. Let's check it out. So let's talk about this too. So yeah, the page has finally loaded now, and this is what it looks like. It's just like the exact copy of what I have inside my Plasmic studio. So that is all for setting up, and in the next video I'm going to continue building this app. The next steps will be to start the app. Basically just start with the authentication. Starting with the authentication, that's going to be the next step. So thank you, and see you in the next